Welcome back to the Podsack Podcast, where you got your boys Andre, Sheldon, Cooper.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. I said I wasn't going to be here for this pod, but
I haven't been here for 2.
Yeah,
so.
we're actually filming this the following Monday, which is weird for us.
Yes. Yeah.
But it is the 24th, December 24th. But
we also ending the last pod with the OG crew.
Yeah,
that's cool.
OGs, we
putting it
back
on our backs.
Yep.
This is how it started, and this is how it's going to end.
Yep,
We're firing Patrick.
Yep.
Yes,
publicly.
And Anil.
And Anil. Both of them gone.
Who's that?
It's just us.
I'll lock my doors. Pat will never get any of the equipment back.
So
That's
we are
funny.
back to recap on the last few episodes of anime. Dandadan's obviously done now. The finale.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about
Dandadan's done.
We had Dandadan. I like that. And
Just a quick reminder of our giveaway.
Oh yeah, our giveaway.
The pops.
We have 4 pops up here to enter into this giveaway for our 100th episode.
We had
which
5, but
is
now Sheldon wants one.
True, very true.
We're gonna edit that out so people don't don't listen to that.
No, they're definitely
Good
hearing
Lord.
that. But there's 4 pops up here that you guys are going to be able to take home. All you have to do is like, subscribe, and comment down below. The person who does
Bonus
that the
for
most,
sharing.
Yeah, bonus for sharing too.
Literally.
So please do all those things. We're gonna go through that on January 11th when we film our 100th episode, and that will be sent out. We will get contact information and everything like that. So please enter here on the Podsack channel.
Yes, sir.
Watch us.
Watch us.
Yes.
And so we're going to be talking about anime reviews. We got Crunchyroll Awards, like all of their all the new anime coming out, all that kind of stuff. Or not Crunchyroll Awards, sorry, it was the other award show. But all the anime on, I can't remember, but all the new anime trailers.
You okay, man?
I'm like going off.
Having a stroke.
I'm having 3 strokes. 2 of them,
2 of them were late. They
Yeah.
cut up the first one.
Exactly. Yeah, they're all hitting at the same time. They're overlapping, so it's kind of crazy.
Oh my god.
No,
That's too
but
good.
we have the anime trailers is what I was trying to get to, and we
Gotcha.
also have a Superman trailer to talk about. So
Yes.
And
Yeah,
games and
lots
such.
of things.
There's no like real structure to this episode. It's just a lot of like what we enjoyed, what we're looking forward to.
yeah,
And we're
This
just
is an-
kind of shooting the shit here.
this is kind of a this is going to be an episode for kind of our OG fans, anybody who's watched since like way before, where it's just kind of going to be a little bit of randomness and fun
It's just chaos.
and chaos. Like we're
Yeah.
not going
Controlled chaos.
controlled chaos.
Yes.
So yeah, for the OGs out there who maybe have been listening for a while, this will be an episode for you. Where
Do you
we
guys
just
maybe
talk stupid.
want to just do like a small recap on last week's episode?
Yeah, let's do some small recaps.
Do you remember what happened?
No.
I figured you wouldn't.
Well, we have Daima.
I'm early onset Alzheimer's, bro.
Yeah,
Like-
true. He did. he forgets everything. Remember this.
Oh shoot.
Well, so we had Daima.
Yes.
We had the introduction of Majin Buu.
Oh yeah, Majin Buu.
Majin Buu.
Majin Buu, who looks like Fat Boo.
It looks like
Kind
Fat
of,
Buu
yeah.
and acts like Fat Buu,
Yeah.
like identical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's got the movement too of like
Yep.
of Kid Boo
Mhm.
compared to Ku.
Yeah.
Ku and Do are like best friends now.
Yep,
It's crazy.
they're bros.
Ku's like, I always wanted a brother.
I'm like,
Bro, you've been alive for like a couple hours. Relax.
yeah. I was kind of surprised when he said that. I was like, you were just made, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You're like 3 hours old.
Yeah,
Like,
right?
shut up.
You had fun fight and then went up. I lose. Right.
I'm the man now.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
We also learned that, or we got to see the whole crew together with Goku, Vegeta, Bulma. Like all of them are finally like fully together.
Yes.
And
We got a little bit of the Dragon Ball lore.
yeah,
We did.
With the old Namekian and him talking to Piccolo and okay, so this will mean nothing to you. He brought up a name, which was Kataz.
don't remember it.
Yeah, he brought up a name to Piccolo. He's like, oh, so you're like, you remind me of someone. He's like, are you like the son of Kataz? And Kataz was
Oh no, I remember this, and I didn't know who that was.
yeah. So just some background context. He was the Namekian that left Namek, right?
Okay.
So it was told that he'd left the planet Namek, but now we know he left the demon world, and came to Earth and split himself into 2, and they became like the nameless Namekians, or he was the nameless Namekian,
Okay.
and they got split into 2, creating Kami and Piccolo.
Oh.
Yeah, Evil King Piccolo.
Oh.
Yeah, so when they split, they broke off. When King Piccolo died and gave birth to Piccolo Jr., It became a whole thing. Piccolo Jr. fused with Nail, and then he fused back with Kami again to become home, becoming the nameless Namekian again. So I thought that was a pretty cool lore drop. I know it's a lot of background.
That is a lot of background.
It's a lot
for
of
anybody
background.
who doesn't know. I haven't watched the OG Dragon Ball series.
And that name was only mentioned once for like a second, and that was it in Dragon Ball.
Really?
So it's kind of crazy that Toriyama came and dropped that name again, and was like, "This is now like properly established." Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. For a thing that was just mentioned for a second. A second in like Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Just callbacks. Cool, cool.
You know, if Tite Kubo can bring in like 2 Bankai people and from like the Bankai from the Zanpakuto Torque.
Yep.
Like, I'm like, okay, that can anybody can do it.
Yep.
Yeah, it was cool.
And we got to see Majin do fight.
Yes.
We got to see him fight.
Fought Tamagami number 1. Tamagami number
He's
1.
pretty fast.
Yeah, Tamagami number 1 is a little bit on his like toes right now.
Yeah.
But he's not getting hurt.
No.
Still. Like,
He's more getting annoyed, like, why is this guy strong? I thought he was just a weakling.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, doing. He's just moving a lot more erratically, which is confusing him a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
It's like when that mosquito's around you and you're like, stop.
yeah.
Stop,
That's
dude,
exactly what it's like.
please.
So it didn't show who won the fight,
No.
but I feel like Tamagami number 1 will end up coming out on top again, and there might be a fusion between Ku and Du called Dooku or Kudu.
King Dooku.
Yeah.
I thought something else.
Oh.
I thought, which is a wild card, that Doo's going to win. And then what's going to end up happening is that Goku and the crew is going to have 2 of the Dragon Balls, but then they need to fight Do and Ku for the last one.
Ooh.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
I
like
can see that being a thing.
Yeah.
Too.
And that's like kind of the finale.
You know what's kind of nice about like original animes is you don't know what's gonna happen.
No.
Because
And-
there's no manga source
No.
to figure
And
out.
to double down, Do and Ku are probably gonna hit the old fusion, and then Goku still has that fusion bug, and he's like, "Hey, Vegeta, throw new fusion, boom, fucking hire me."
Damn, bro.
Interesting.
Damn.
Just a theory. If it happens, you hear.
Just theory.
I said it first, just so we're clear.
The man,
He's spoken it into existence.
the theory king approves.
I got the approval. Let's go.
Do you guys remember how that episode ends? Because I'm blanking.
Vegeta fell into the mouth of the Kraken. And
Right.
Yeah, so Vegeta ended up challenging Tamagami number 2. That's
Yeah.
what was
Yeah,
established.
went full bore. He didn't even wait.
Yeah.
Started at him.
Yeah.
Adam.
Yeah.
And went toe to toe with him.
Mm-hmm.
And no Super Saiyan.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I think it's gonna happen inside the Kraken's mouth. That's when it's gonna happen.
And then,
yeah, unless he throws, because Toriyama actually doesn't like Vegeta at all. He doesn't
Really?
like as a character. He does not like him. Doesn't care about the character growth. She just doesn't like him.
Oh.
The only reason why he was kept in was because fans asked it, and then Toei was like, "You got to keep him." Yeah.
yeah, because that's yeah.
Vegeta was supposed to die on planet Earth.
I heard about this. Yeah,
He was supposed to die on planet Earth when they first fought.
which is crazy to think.
yeah,
Crazy to think.
yeah, absolutely. So
That's nuts.
yeah,
It'd be upset if Vegeta didn't go Super Saiyan in the Kraken to escape, and then that's how the fight ended. But
part of me wanted Piccolo to fight.
ooh,
Because Piccolo hasn't been like, since the Android saga, he hasn't been really there.
I'd argue no, I can't say that because I was about to say like,
Because the Android 17 fight was his last big fight.
yeah, fair, okay,
His last big fight where he actually was able to do something.
yeah,
And then they kind of just got left in the dust.
yeah. Piccolo's always kind of been like a side character, but like,
He was supposed to be the rival of Goku, but then Vegeta came.
yeah, no, true,
Yeah,
right?
That's what happened.
And then, but like,
Yeah.
Piccolo's had moments, but not many moments.
Yeah, like him fighting Frieza,
Yeah.
him fighting the androids,
Yep.
him fighting 20 and 17,
Yeah.
like, and then it just kind of stopped.
And then like after that, you could even argue the new movie with him and Gohan, like that was kind of like a Piccolo moment.
It was,
right?
If we go down the path that you're thinking about your theory, right?
Yeah.
There could be a path where, they have to go toe to toe with Do and Ku.
Yeah,
They fuse.
And Piccolo, what if Piccolo fights Ku?
Could be a thing.
right.
Because
thing.
Ku doesn't really seem like super strong or anything like that. So it could
Yeah,
be.
he doesn't.
Who
It
just seems like a cheerleader.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he seems like a cheerleader.
You go, brother. Woo.
And so it would be.
I'm good at chopping.
Yeah, literally.
So Piccolo could easily wipe him. And
Yeah.
it would be a cool way for them to show off Piccolo fighting.
Yes,
Let's hope.
absolutely.
Here's to hoping. But we also had Bleach. We had an episode of Bleach. We had Bazz B.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The whole Bazz B.
Okay, I want to hear your
backstory.
take on this. Like, okay, so it was Bazz B, the Firefinger guy.
Yep.
And Jugo, who was the right, who is the right hand
Jugo.
of
Yep.
Yawak.
Yep.
Kawasaki.
So I just want to hear your take on this because I know where I stand with this because I've read the manga and stuff too.
Yeah.
How did you feel about these two characters that we have no backstory
Little
on?
to no context besides this
They
episode.
just showed up.
Yeah.
And
Dope backstory.
All you knew was Jugo was the right hand man of Yawak. And
That's it. I think they did an excellent job. I want anime on the backstory of the Quincy's coming up, like almost like squad captains in a sense, where you're like watching them come up, like as the lieutenants getting promoted and all that.
About that, but that actually sounds dope.
My
It is, yeah.
goodness,
like
dude.
how all the Sterns kind of came together.
this Stern Academy or
Because we
whatever.
did get that with the Espada and how they came up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Fuck the
Throw
Sterns.
me throw me an arc, just an arc. I don't need anything big. 12 episodes is all I need. Okay, just pack story into there, lore. Just
because they
throw
would have
lore
to
into
have
it.
fought Hollows and stuff. But with them having Yawak, it's kind of like a cheat code.
No, it is 100%. But the thing is, it's still interesting to see the growth of these characters who now have turned to become semi-allies and all this kind of stuff. Where we have like these different storylines intersecting. Right, I want to know more about these characters now. They're interesting. The fact that
You're
they
not
were
wrong. The Sterns are pretty interesting characters.
the fact that they made me emotional for a character that I knew nothing about in one episode is just proof that like the story is so well
To
written.
backpack off that, I wouldn't mind seeing how Lily Bo became a Stern. Right? I like that's
All of it.
I never thought of that.
He did claim to be the first.
Yeah.
right? So how did he
How did he get there?
right?
I wanted
And
to
how
know-
did those four get like the holy power?
exactly? And then you end it. You end.
Well,
that
I mean, the
arc-
hand was the hand of the Soul King,
That's pretty
right? The
You
right
just-
hand of the Soul King.
You just end that arc with them invading.
yeah.
Bang.
It's a good way to do
That
it.
is
Bang.
I never thought of
It's a
that.
good way to do it.
Do it.
It would
I will pay money to watch it, dude.
Well,
please.
there's that, and then there's also like the OG Gotai 13, the first
yes.
captain.
That's been a big
100%.
thing.
People really want that.
Yeah, that's been it. Like
'Cause that-
when Unohana was the fucking
Not just that, but Genryu was like, oh goddamn killer.
Yeah,
The thing
right.
is,
like
this-
his
Ruthless.
his
Ruthless aggression.
his assassination team
Yeah.
was the Gotai 13,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
so
yeah. This show has so many
what
like
if
so much lore in just right around it that's so interesting
Yeah.
and so unique, and it's not even touched on to its full extent in the anime.
Yeah.
So I just love to get more of that backstory, and
It's
especially after this episode.
It's also for me, like, it's how when we watch Naruto Shippuden and then they start going into the past. I want to see the first ninja war with
Yeah.
with Hashirama, Tobirama,
yeah.
and
Oh,
like
yeah.
the Senjus and the Uchihas versus all these other clans.
Yeah.
So like I want to see like the Byakugan clans from,
Yeah.
like, because they were all at war at one point.
Yeah,
And
I
it's-
wouldn't mind even seeing like the whole like story of like Itachi's arc and just like how he had to do everything. I wouldn't mind seeing that
It's
either.
so funny that all these ideas and all these premises are right there, but they never go back to them.
I think the authors are just afraid
Of
it being like it won't hold up to what the fans would want
because
Exactly.
it's
because they
more
built it up so much in their head.
it's like he knows or they know what the fans want, but in the sense they're like, I can't touch this because if I fuck one thing up, I'm done.
Yeah, because there might be a retcon or something that
Yeah,
they do, right? And
yeah.
you're just like, wait a second.
Yeah, which you know what, fair thought process.
Yeah.
Because I understand how ruthless the anime community can be, but then to backpack and on the other side of the table, there is a cesspool of just rich lore that is so untapped for many anime that could just thrive a different audience.
I wanted to just hold your hands. Yes. Up.
Potsack.
Hot sack.
But yeah,
Um,
there's
Back
just
to the episode. Dude,
Yes.
we veered way off.
Yeah. We saw like we were talking about, we saw the backstory of Bazz and Jugo and what happened. So at the beginning
They
of the
were
episode,
childhood friends.
yeah, they were childhood friends.
homies.
Homies. Like, and Bazz kind of took Jugo on his shoulder, you know, like he carried him.
Well, let's
He's like,
start with Jugo.
You look weak.
Jugo firing just a regular arrow, not like a Quincy arrow
Yeah.
of all things.
Yeah.
And Bazby's just like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Why aren't you
He's
using
like,
your
hey,
powers?
that's
He's like
antique.
Yeah. He's like, why aren't you using your powers? I'm a genius. Let me show you how it's done.
Yep.
And
Poof.
goes from there.
Yeah.
Dude, he pulls out crossbow.
Yeah.
A hand
two of
crossbow.
them.
No, at
Just
the
one.
beginning,
Oh,
he
pardon
pulls-
me. I
he
won.
pulls
Yes,
out
yes,
one,
yes.
right? And he pulls out one and he shoots it. And I was just like, that is dope. Crossbow's dope, first off, okay?
Crossbow,
Yeah.
sick.
Super sick. And he's just showing off that he can actually summon, like, he can use his Reishi.
Yeah.
And Jugo can't.
Yeah. He's more, or that's like, what? You can't?
Yep.
What a
And
loser.
we start going through their lives and what's happening alongside them while they're going through. And we see Yawak come into Bazby's town.
Yeah.
And
You
just
mentioned it.
slaughter
It's like a
everyone.
Quincy Civil War.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really is.
That was one of the things.
And you got to think, like, this is what we were just talking about. It's a civil war. There's all this civil war. All these things are happening in one episode. There's so many story elements here.
Yeah, once Yawak, you saw Yawak take out Bazby's family, you're like, what the hell is going on?
Mhm.
So it was also like the other thing that I mentioned him was there's different factions of Quincy across the world.
Yeah.
Because if you remember in OG Bleach when Ishida was talking about
He was the I'm
Quincy,
rewatching it.
he was the last of the Quincy's.
Yeah, I'm rewatching it
And
actively.
his grandfather told him that they were the last, even though his father is one, but he chooses not to actively be one.
Yep.
Like, so now it makes you wonder: did the grandfather know about Yawak? Did the grandfather know about the other factions?
The thing is,
Did the father know about Yawak and the other factions?
I think they did. I think his grandfather definitely knew, and I think what happened is I think that the grandfather
this is
fled.
the only plot hole we have in Bleach right now when it comes to the Quincy's and Ishida.
Yeah.
That is, especially after this episode,
Mhm.
where it was like they look like they're in a European country
Yeah, 100%. And where was his grandfather?
in Japan,
He fled during these civil wars,
possibly.
right? It's a good.
It's just like I said, it's just different factions of Quincy across the world.
very true.
Where there's probably more in this European countries
Yeah.
than anywhere else. So Yawak's getting his power from these other Quincy's.
Yeah.
Realistically.
Yeah.
So
it almost seems like the father and the grandfather of Ishida are like a hush hush thing. Like, hey, don't worry about it. Like, you're Quincy. That's it. Don't ask questions.
You're the last one.
and it makes me wonder
ask.
if in his other like short story he did of Burn the Witch, that one where he did,
Yeah.
and it said Serete of the West or whatever at the end of that one
That
shot.
was like a different.
It was connecting Bleach with this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's
So-
been
and-
confirmed.
So now it makes me wonder if if Quincy's will show up at some point.
In that world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways,
There is so we continue on. Yawak kills basically everyone. I know we won't go too far down this rabbit hole, but we see what happens to Bazby and Jugo as they flee. And they say, you know what, we're gonna come back and we're gonna kill Yawak.
we're gonna get revenge.
We're gonna get revenge.
But
on
the only
Yawak.
person saying this is Bazby.
Very true. Hugo's kind of just training there, and
He's just going along with Bazz.
yeah, and we get this training montage where we find out that Hugo's just training with a sword. He still can't summon Reishi. He can't do anything like that. And Bazby's getting better. He's starting to learn more. He's starting to be able to shoot with two
Control his powers and evolve. Yeah, he evolved to two crossbows.
and then they come across a time where they actually they're in town, and Yawak is actually there. And what ends up happening
because they're looking for a new army because Yawak wants to take over the Shinigami world.
exactly.
Yep.
So
He's
we
making
see that,
the Sterns.
and then Bazby basically starts fighting with one of his lieutenants. Yawak shows up and is like, "Hey, Hugo, you're my right hand man."
Yeah, because that lieutenant is like, yeah, we just came here to let you know.
Yeah,
that we're making a new
Bazby
thing.
was
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna take your spot
Yeah.
and I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna take your spot and I'll be the right hand of Yawak.
Yeah.
And then Yawak was like, no, you're not him.
Nope.
You're not him.
Mhm.
Nope. Hugo's my man.
Yep. And
Yeah.
he explains, "Oh, you thought you were training Hugo.
Mm.
Oh, no. You got it backwards. He just has so much power that you were getting stronger
Yeah,
by being
so-
around.
Yeah, so
The
he's
way-
a conduit, and you're just
Yeah, the way Yawak
cycling off
explained
of
it
him.
was Jugo has a power that is supposed to be his power, and he was a missing piece.
Mhm.
That's how he explained it. And what that power is like it's the power to control and condense reishi, where Quincy should be like do that naturally. He can't do it because it's already suppressed so much in him.
yeah.
Like it absorbs into him, so he can't use it, but he's able to enhance others around him.
Mhm.
Basically,
and that can.
Hugo's built different.
Yeah.
Hugo, and they explained that the only other person who has his powers is Yawak.
Yawak.
Yeah.
Yawak's the only other person born in the last, what they said, like 200 years that's had that power.
Yeah.
So Hugo's the only other person.
So after that, Bazz gets fucking shoots a crossbow, and then Hugo just transforms into fucking him.
Yeah.
He
He's
just-
catches it. He's like, "Don't shoot him."
It was a pretty good fight between them. I wouldn't say it's the best fight.
No, but it was a solid fight.
It was well
a good
animated.
fight.
Because
Yeah,
we cut back now back to
The present
like
day.
the present
Yeah.
and what's going on, and Bazz is fighting Hugo.
Mhm.
And
Oh, hang on. Some context that we forgot. So after Bazz tries to shoot him, Hugo catches it. They both get introducted into the Sterns, and Hugo quickly climbs the ranks of, I think, lieutenant.
yeah.
And Bazz is constantly like, fight me.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
Hugo
yeah.
never fights him.
Yeah.
And then present day, Hugo finally kind of like accepts that challenge, and he's like, fine, I'll fucking fight you.
Yep.
So that, yeah.
And then we're in the fight. Exactly how Andre explained it. And then so we just see Bazz start throwing out his 5 fingers of burning hell. He's like, one thing burning finger, 2 burning
Yeah.
finger, 3
You can tell he's not really thinking. He's just more like, I just want to kill you. Because like it's
on the first burning finger, my Bazz gave to me.
but yeah, it's more, I'd say, like resentment and like almost sadness too, because he's like, we were best friends, and you took that away from me.
See, but that was kind of a one-sided thing, right?
It-
At the
no,
end of the episode,
it really was.
yeah, because at the end of the episode, like Jugo ends up destroying Bazz
Yep.
and walks away, and he kind of remembers the past of how it went down in his mind.
Yep.
Yeah.
And maybe he saw him as a friend, but at the same time, it's more like Bazz just took him and went with it.
Yeah.
Because when he was talking about revenge, it was Bazz talking about revenge.
Yeah.
Jugo didn't really have a fight. In fact, like what we saw was his uncle.
Don't say it.
I don't know if you got the context of that episode, but when his uncle was like, "You're my precious Jugo," and it went to black.
Oh, yeah.
And you said it behind him. Yeah, he said it, and I was like, I didn't even think of that.
No. I saw that and I was very concerned, but the rest of the like it happened so in the very beginning of it. So
Yeah.
by the end of it, I did forget. When you recalled it right now, I just remembered the horror. I tried to burn
Because
that
you
from my
remember,
memory.
like when everything burnt down, when Bazz's place burned down,
Yup.
Bazz was like, "You can come with me or stay with your uncle." He's like, "Oh, my uncle died,"
And like Jugo,
and it's like, "There's no way his uncle died by the fire. Jugo killed him."
Jugo as a child was just very like dead
Cold.
inside.
Yes.
Yeah. So like when you said that, I was like,
Didn't even,
Yeah.
oh my God.
yeah. Well, after reading, like, it never occurred to me when reading the manga, but after what, you're just like, "Oh, that is
Yeah.
messed up."
Yeah. So
It's a berserk scenario if people want to go that route. It's what happened to Guts as a child, okay?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's
Yeah.
pretty bad.
Yeah.
But
And Griffith.
we saw
True.
Jeez. So we just see a beatdown of Bazz. Bazz
And
just gets
Jugo
beat.
just walks away, doesn't care.
He actually just cuts off his arm. Like full blown.
did you guys notice? Sorry, that when he chopped off the hand, he was about to do the fire thing, and then it cuts to the hand just flying
Yeah.
away.
Yeah. That was actually nuts. Like that fight was emotional. There was so much backstory. This is why I loved this episode. Was like
You could tell that both of them really like were like, this is it.
yeah, this is it. And
Yeah.
that's how the fight ended. And honestly, I was really happy with the episode.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, and I saw that it wasn't even rated like that great. I think it
No.
was rated like 87 or like 86.
Yeah, I mean,
Whereas the rest of the
I would have given
episodes
it
are
an
like
8, 8.5 out of 10, to be honest.
For me, I want to give it like a 9. I just think the lore and backstory there that they built upon just made me more curious about the world that the
Absolutely.
Quincy's are there. And
Yeah.
now I'm just like, dude, I want more. Like, give me more of this.
Mhm.
But I know we only have 2 more episodes to end this season off,
Yeah.
and 1 more season, so I'm not gonna get it.
Yeah, well, it was originally supposed to be 1 more episode, but they're dropping a bonus episode.
It's a 2
It's a
episode
twofer.
banger.
Isn't the last one like an hour?
First one's
It's 40
drop-
minutes. It's 2 episodes.
Yeah, it's 2 episodes. So it's 7. The first one's dropping at 7:15 a.m. and the last one's dropping at 7:45 a.m.
Oh, they're back to back.
Back to
That's
back.
crazy.
Yeah,
Which is
that's why
going to
I
be
asked. Hey,
nuts.
yo, the 28th. Do you guys want to watch it
I
together?
know. I'll probably be down. It'll really depend. I'll see because
Yeah.
I'm doing stuff on the 27th.
Fair.
Yes, I do want to watch that because oh my goodness, that is going to be so.
I
hype.
have a question for you because I don't think you've seen it. Burn the Witch. You made the point of like it'd be the old Cerate, and if we'd see Quincy's, what if the witches are the Quincy's and then the dragons are hollows that they kill?
That'd be interesting.
Right?
But I think they kind of established in that like what they were.
yeah, but
something
it's just
that.
like it kind of. I just thought
It would
I'm
be
like,
cool, though.
what if it's like a weird situation where in their eyes they're like
they're
Quincy's
actually
or
like Judicas.
Yeah.
From like the orange curses.
Exactly.
They're
Yeah,
the
yeah,
second
yeah.
level where they've taken kind of a
right?
form.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel that. That would be kind of interesting. It'd be cool.
But after all those, we now have Dandadan.
Dan
Which
finale.
ended?
It's the finale. It's done.
Is there?
It's over.
Yeah, the greatest love story ever told with Hamo and Hana finally came to a conclusion.
True.
He went through a lot of trials and tribulations.
Yep.
Got hit by a truck, broke into pieces.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hana didn't think he was ever going to come, and then
I'm sorry.
right at the end, it brought me to tears, man.
Yep.
He just
Oh,
came
yeah,
up
I like how he was like
right behind
taped
her,
up and everything.
and he was like, "I made it, and I'll never leave you again."
And I'm really happy that's where they ended Dan
Yeah.
because if they continued on with that other Ocaran story, I just
Garbage.
really wouldn't have cared.
Garbage. No,
Momo
not at
who?
all.
Yeah,
Not at
it's
all.
honestly really like once they introduced Hana and what
I think it was Taro
and
or Tomo.
yeah,
or whatever his name
Tomo.
is.
Like honestly, it's a different story now.
God,
I don't
man.
need the
I'm, like,
rest.
tearing up. With you
I
guys.
know.
No.
I wish I would sprint that long for someone.
Same. I wish I had. That
Apparently,
kind of
me-
passion.
He
You-
would run. He
Apparently-
would run 1,000 miles.
Apparently, me and you made the same comment because when it was one scene and I said, "Who's this guy? Forrest Gump?" Apparently, you said that too when you watched it. I said the same thing. He's like, "Hey, Cooper said the same thing."
Exact same thing.
Forrest Gump.
Exactly.
Bro is literally Forrest
And then
Gump.
when you said, "Is this a soap opera?" I was like, "Cooper said the exact same
Yeah,
thing."
yeah. It's like so funny. But yeah, Homeboy is the anime Forrest Gump.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah.
He's a legend. We love him.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, yes, we see that at the beginning of the episode, and then we continue
No,
on.
first we see Gigi.
Oh yeah,
the newcomer.
We see Gigi.
Yeah.
Because didn't we? I think we discussed that episode last week, didn't we?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, pardon me.
Yeah. So we're
So
on
what's the start of the-
episode that we are talking about? The finale episode was the
What's the
episode
start of
where Gigi actually
They're on the train.
yeah they're on the train.
That's what it is. Thank you.
And
Thank you.
Okarun tries to like show off and one up and really fight for,
Hey, look at me.
for
Yeah.
Momo, but
Yeah.
he ends up finding out like him and Gigi actually have some things in common. And
Yeah.
Gigi's a really nice guy, so he's like, "Oh, I think we're kind of friends now,"
Mhm,
you know.
mhm,
So
mhm.
there's another person that he can share his interest with, and actually,
So
a friend.
are we friends?
Even though
or?
he doesn't like the fact that him and Momo are kind of like have this history,
Yeah.
right? He's just like, how can I be angry at this dude? He's such a nice guy.
Yeah.
Like, so we established that they get to his house.
Yep.
Momo's like,
Which is apparently haunted.
yep.
Yep.
Momo's like, I can't sense anything. And Gigi's like, what the hell? All those other
Well,
people said this place was
the
Crazy.
city or the town that they went to was a bathhouse town.
it's a hot spring town.
The hot
yeah.
spring town.
The
Right?
town's already weird.
Town's already weird.
Townspeople are
odd.
yeah, especially that one scene where like they go into the house and then all the people are in the forest just like
Yeah.
watching them.
Watching
I
them?
was
Yeah.
like weird first
Weird.
of all.
And she, like you said, Momo says, I don't sense anything. I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm a dip.
Mm-hmm.
And then she actually just goes to the bathhouse.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she sat in the house. It was like, oh, it's going to come out at night because it's hiding right now.
Yep.
So I'm going to go to the bathhouse, enjoy myself. I'll see you guys later. And they're like, wait, what?
Yep.
They're like,
I'm gonna go chill in the hot tub. I don't know about you guys.
What? And then
Yeah.
Gigi was like to Okran, he's like, you want to play soccer?
Yep.
And they were like, okay.
So they start
Hey.
playing and then they start talking about their love.
Yeah. As they're becoming friends and Gigi's like giving him
Hey,
pointers as to how to kick the ball. And
We're
as he's
just
about to
friends.
kick,
Okay,
he
but I
asks
like
Okran,
Momo.
he's
Wow,
like,
well, I
"Do
love
you-"
her.
He's like, do you love Momo? And he stops and he's like, Sort of. I respect her and I cherish her friendship. He's like, well, I love her.
Yeah.
I love everything about her personality and everything. And then they just get into this war.
And Ogren's like, nah, I love her
for this reason. Plus all those other, and it comes a little.
I just love how like it was like. So do you love her? No, I respect her as a human. Cool. Bet. I love her though. Wait, what? Yeah, so I love how it's that.
Yeah. So
And
they
then
go through that, and then it cuts to Momo in the bathhouse.
Just chilling.
Just chilling, having a good time.
Yeah.
And then 5 old dudes come in.
I did not like this.
Again,
I did
I almost
not
turned it
like
off. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like
I
this is
really
getting weird.
was
I was like,
dude,
again, man, why?
come on, man. Like,
And they're even making comments like, "Oh, I thought no one was in here."
Yeah, no,
and I was like,
oh.
it's the comments because they're like, oh,
The
you know
sexy,
what a
the sexy young
and,
girl.
and
I was
they're
oh my
like,
God.
we're the predators, and there's
You're like,
the
have you ever heard of the
prey.
Gators?
Yeah.
I was
Oh
like,
my goodness.
I'm like, I've
Yeah.
never heard this term.
Yeah, I was like, this is.
Apparent-
And then the one scene where they're like this in the water, I was like, guys, this is getting.
Dude,
we've crossed the line.
stop.
And then they pin her down
I
under
can't-
the water.
I can't. The thing is, I'm done. I can't tell people about this anime.
No.
I can't. After this
no.
episode, I can't. There's no more. Like, I'm gonna tell them what. First episode, just get through it. She's naked and there's real weird like sexual tension. And then what? I'm gonna be like, yeah, no, she gets naked again. Just pass that part. And then what? I'm gonna be like, yeah, the near experience
At the end
of
of the-
what happens in this episode. How do I explain this? Like, I can't explain this to
Because it's
people.
literally a grown man pinning down a teenage girl.
Legitimately.
I mean,
In a
even-
hot tub surrounded by 4 other dudes.
even if they are like spirits or whatever, it's still weird.
Yeah.
it's weird.
Like if
I'm
someone's
gonna
like,
say this. I hate Patrick for making us watch this. I'm not. I swear to God, if he recommends another one like this, I'm not doing it.
no,
I'm not doing it.
I'll question who he is as a person.
Yes.
No, I think it's
I mean, he said he was like, "Oh, it should get better," but I don't know if he actually knows that.
Yeah.
Like, because he's going off based off what fans are saying. Clearly, I've said this before. Anime fans are freaking weird, man.
Yeah.
The community is goddamn weird with this stuff.
Yeah.
And I
Like,
don't get
if
it.
someone's like, okay, the theme song for the show, great. The show itself,
the
The
show's
show itself is good, and it can still be really good.
yeah.
It doesn't need these weird scenarios that happen that make it feel super inappropriate
just super sexualizing
and super uncomfortable.
and just uncomfortable. Like,
Like,
it's
I don't
uncomfortable to
even-
sit through.
I don't even know how you would have made that scene not weird.
I think this is literally meant for teenagers to watch, but even then, that's odd.
No,
It's still odd.
it's just weird because like, okay, yeah, it's an anime and it's like it's something that is supposed to be enjoyed across like a wide variety of people, right? And even if it is meant for like a teenage audience, like you got to think like people in their people who are like maybe 19, 20 might be watching this, and it does feel uncomfortable even from that standpoint.
One thing I just don't understand is this sexualized fantasy about Momo.
yeah, it's like
fan art that I see, I'm just like,
Because that's the
and
anime
I
community,
just
man.
I
That's the anime
don't
That's the
get
anime community.
it.
That's what they
well,
do.
let's get through this episode because
Yeah, because I don't want to keep talking about this.
Yeah,
no,
it's
no.
really gross. And
Because
so
I want to talk about what we're looking forward to 2025 and what
Yeah.
we will be
well,
watching.
after that, we do have the rest of this episode where we cut back to Okurun and Gigi, and they actually see a wall.
Well, they noticed before the wall, they noticed that the house is bigger on the outside,
Yeah.
and that a new additional room got added.
Yes.
They're like, that wasn't there before, so they go in to investigate it, trying to find where things are.
Yeah.
And then they're like, we got to break down this wall. There's something here,
Yeah.
and not Okurun, but Gigi just starts smashing the shit out of it
Yep.
with a goddamn hammer. And in the hole, it reveals this giant room with a bunch of seals that were placed by like a shrine priest.
which is creepy enough.
Oh my god!
Because like even in the walls into the room, there's like
Yeah,
they're everywhere.
outside the walls
Yep.
leading into the room, it's also sealed.
And
Yeah.
what's also weird about this episode is that's where it ends.
yeah,
That's the end of the episode.
It just ends with them like
Peering
looking in the
in.
hole and then
Yep.
and then it ends.
That's it.
Right.
That's the end of the episode. We don't know what happens to them, but thankfully we did get a trailer.
I thought that animation was
But-
pretty cool though with how they did it.
Yeah, it
It
was.
felt
Eerie.
yeah,
Very.
yeah.
Yes.
It
Kind
was
of like how
cool.
Junji Ito should have been with Uzumaki.
I mean, the first episode of Uzumaki, good, but
Sicko
second
mode.
episode,
Sicko mode,
oh.
dude.
He's gonna make reference. Oh my goodness. So yeah, we have a lot
of.
So after that, how'd you guys feel about it? What would you give this season of Dandadan?
As a whole?
As a whole, let's do the whole thing.
Out of 10?
Yeah.
7.58?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say 7.5.
Meet me
I'd
there.
give it a 7.5. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I think we're all unanimous.
7.5 Olgarins out of 8.
Yeah.
I think, man. If the weird stuff wasn't in there, it'd be higher.
It'd be higher.
If the first episode, the school episode where they're naked, and
if somebody says to me, "Oh, just ignore that," how? They make it a part of the story. You can't just ignore it.
No, it's genuinely like actually part of the story.
So eat shit like it. You can't.
You can't really skip it.
That's like when someone's like, "Oh, what anime are you watching? Bleach, Daima." Then
Yeah, literally.
What?
When somebody asks me at work, and it's like, "Oh, you like," because they know
it's like if
I have the pod. They're like, "So what animes you watching?" I was like, Dragonball, Bleach,
High School DxD.
I was like, Dan. They're like, what's the last one? Dan.
What's the last one?
I was like, don't watch it.
You do the head tilt. You're like,
Don't
watch it.
Don't watch it.
It's just
anime. Like honestly, it's not even good. Like I would rate it like 2 out of 10. Just don't watch this show because honestly, it's not good. And you're just like trying to push them away.
You know what's hard too
Right.
is like I want to give the show like an 8.59 just for that one episode about the mom so badly.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even just that scene. I want to say there's a lot of good scenes.
There is a lot of good scenes
in the show, and even the main
true.
story itself. Like I do love this high school love like relationship, right?
Yeah.
Like it's very
corny
fun.
and cute.
Yeah, it's corny and cute, but it is.
It's a fan service that wrecks it a little.
Yeah,
Not
Fan
a little,
service.
but kind of a lot.
a lot.
It doesn't need to be in there.
It doesn't. It really doesn't. It's unnecessary. It feels so unnecessary.
Yes.
Like it doesn't feel like it's like, oh, they're fighting and like her
Now they're laying on top of each other like half naked, and Oprah being full naked.
yeah, and you're like, yeah, it's kind of weird.
It's odd. Anyways.
So yeah,
That's Dandadan.
That's Dandadan.
Those are reviews for the year. I mean, Dragonball Daima is going to continue into 2024.
Bleach, we have 2 more episodes airing next week.
On the 28th.
Yep.
On the 28th,
And
so Bleach is ending.
We will do that finale on our next episode.
Yes.
Which will be in the new
So
year.
next in the new year, Solo Leveling will be starting January 4th.
Yep.
So season 2.
That show, and I made a comment to the guys here. It's funny how like when we first saw that show, it was like
Yeah.
But now we're just full blown like hitting you with a dose.
Well, it looks so good.
I mean, at the same time, we were watching Ninja Kamui, which started really strong.
Yeah.
It was literally this.
And then we watched Soul Leveling, which for me took a long, like,
Well, it was like
4 or 5 episodes
like-
for it to get good.
Yeah,
Yes.
and the thing is, it felt longer. Yeah, you could say just 4 or 5 days, but remember these 4 or 5 episodes. But remember, 4 or 5 episodes is a month and a half. So like a month
Yeah.
and a half, we have to wait before it gets good.
It got good. Whereas
And-
Ninja Kamui came right out the gates, like, yo, people were dying, people getting split in half. arms
Great
getting
first
chopped
episode,
off. Oh
great
my-
theme song.
The animation
blood.
was dope as shit.
Yeah.
Dope as shit. And I'm like,
Probably
we're
one of the-
Solo Leveling,
Probably
bro.
still one of the best first episodes in anime history ever.
Oh,
I
yeah.
genuinely
Oh my
think
God,
that.
yeah.
Like if you just want a single episode of pure joy, watch that.
Yeah. It was fire.
It was
Yeah.
insane.
If you want to hit levels of dopamine you didn't know you could, watch the first episode.
Episode 1 and 2 were the best episodes.
They were
of the
hard as hell.
Yeah.
We really thought it was going to be anime of the year.
It
was just so amazing.
and it just flopped.
Ah,
But- and then solo leveling just took off.
took off.
And now we see the season 2 trailer.
They should have given
Boys.
us the first half of Ninja Kamui and Solo Leveling and just go from there. And I feel
Literally.
like it would have been perfect.
Yeah.
Would have been perfect.
So this new trailer,
Yeah.
it looks great.
A lot more was revealed.
So
Yeah.
much. The
So
entire story.
It looks
but-
like he gets a lot more,
Recognition.
not just recognition, but like he converted Egress, but he's also converting a lot more.
He's
I
getting-
can say things, but I'm not going to.
Well, the thing is, it looks like
your mouth
he
shut,
now
bro.
he can now summon
I'm
an
not
army.
going to pull a Patrick.
Yeah.
He can now summon like at least
He's a
semi-
necromancer.
He's a necromancer, and he can summon. Beings, and we see him fight. And the thing is, in this trailer, they reveal a lot of what's going to happen.
Yeah, they did.
Which
it
was
felt like
kind of-
watching a Marvel movie trailer.
Yeah,
I hated it.
I did. I was like, dude,
Honestly, I kind of like it was cool to see, but at the same time, I'm like, There's too much info being given away.
Yeah, and
Too much.
now I have to forget this because I don't want to remember as the weeks are going on, but I know it's going to come back to me. But
Yes.
at the end of the day, it looks great, visually stunning. Like
It does look a bit better.
Like I don't understand how they like the first season was really good.
I really don't like the use of CGI for some of the things. I don't think CGI really belongs in anime anymore. Like for some, they work really well. Like Dragon Ball's doing it a bit, and it looks good.
Yeah.
because they developed this new technology.
Bleach
Bleach has
done a pretty good job.
Yeah, Bleach too. But like, it feels odd. And, like,
CGI in anime always teeters on like don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
and this looks really good.
Yes.
but like that teeter is
And
very minuscule.
You have Blue Lock having the best CG of all time. Where
I agree. It should have won awards.
It really should have.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
Pass
actually.
the ball.
You know, I actually caught up. I'm fully,
PowerPoint.
Yeah,
I'm
literally.
fully caught up, and people are rating the newer episodes like 8.5.
What do you think?
There's one really cool scene.
But,
One.
okay.
It's
Is
about
it that-
it's a 3-second clip.
Is it the viral scene of that one kid who like does the
The wings.
who like does like the backflip kick?
Oh no, not that one.
And he's
was,
like, "Hello, Japan." I'm
Nagi. Yeah, no, Nagi's kick was cool, but it was whatever. Honestly, Shido's was cooler. The animation they did for the 3 seconds that was there, it was visually stunning.
Oh,
but like
okay.
outside of that, the full episode was pretty dog. Like the anime is bad. Like I'm not even. There's no fronting how bad it looks. Like the CG is. You think any CG looks bad? Go watch Blue Lock CG. It is horrible.
Damn. Okay.
So coming into New Year, Soul Leveling, A Rise from the Shadow, Season 2. That's what we're going to be watching. We will be continuing with Dragon Ball Daima.
Yep.
as well. As for the third one, I think that's a little bit up in the air. Like we got a few.
I think we got Sakamoto Days kind of pinned
I think
for January.
Yeah.
Hell's Paradise.
No, that's
No, it's
2026.
2026. Pardon me.
Yeah,
Damn
yeah.
it. That's right.
Yeah, that's where I got
think Sakamoto
confused.
Days might be the one we would be watching.
Yeah, I think
right?
that's still going to be because it comes out January 11th, which works out. We're back. Sorry, issues, but
Sakamoto Days. Yes.
We are looking forward to.
First time I've seen the trailer. It looks interesting.
Looks very interesting.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward.
I didn't
to
know
it.
that he was like an ex-assassin.
Neither did I. I didn't know any of this story before this, and honestly, it looks kind of
Did
fun
you?
and interesting.
I started reading it a bit. I think I went up to 4 chapters, and then the animation got announced, and I was like, I'm stopping.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, I'm stopping. I mean, the animation's coming out. I'd rather watch that than read it. realistically.
yeah.
No, it looks really. It looks
Like, because I
fun.
regret doing it all with JJK now.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
I have a question about that. When does the culling games start?
That's a great. I don't think there is a full announcement on like when.
Yeah, I don't
think
think
it's
they
just 2025.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think they've actually given us that.
Okay.
They
So-
gave us a visualization. Maybe they did give us a one.
Fall 2025 is
Yeah.
when it's coming.
Cool.
So,
Okay.
it'll
Because
be-
I saw a clip of the ending with homeboy with the sword, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. When the hell does that show?
yeah.
We have a lot coming. in.
Utah. That's his
Yeah,
name.
we have
Utah.
even a lot more coming into this year in April. Look at we got like what was it? It was Konosuba's coming out with a new season, and there's two Chainsaw Man. The movie is coming
The
out.
Rize arc.
The Rize arc.
The Rize arc.
And there was one
Demon
more.
Slayer.
Yeah, we
have that.
We're gonna be getting a Demon Slayer movie this year. This year is gonna be a good anime year. Like, there's already a lot coming out.
Yeah.
Isn't Bleach Core 4?
No,
next year?
I don't. Is it? There's no way it's this. No, it's not this year. There's no way.
No, next year though.
No, like 2025. I don't think it's 2025. I think it'll be early 2026.
Okay.
I think
I don't
personally.
think so. I think it's gonna be 2025.
Yeah.
I think so.
Don't tell me this because now I'm getting
think so.
Like,
antsy. You're giving me
Maybe
anxiety.
like the latter half of it.
Ooh, don't tell me this. I can't. We need to stop time.
I have a weird feeling that they might do the final fight as a movie.
Oh, that'd be heat. That'd be heat.
I have a weird
I'll
feeling.
buy it on Blu-ray.
Because like that seems to be
I'd
the-
see it day one. I'd have to see it
that's
day one.
buy it on
it's
Blu-ray.
what's kind of trending right now. You look at Demon Slayer with the Infinity Castle arc, they're turning all of it into a movie.
Yeah, Chainsaw Man, Rezark.
Chainsaw Man Resort.
That was actually, I can attest, that was actually just like chapters.
Yeah, fair
That
enough.
was like nothing. I mean, it was something in the manga, but it wasn't like a giant
we have
monumental
the
moment.
kaiju movie. which I
think is just a recap.
It's just
It
a
is.
recap.
So
It's a
I'm not
recap.
planning to watch that.
No, neither.
I don't think anybody should plan to watch that because you already know what's going to happen.
Yeah, just go watch it.
It's not been that long since it ended.
It ended last year in April, so it's releasing 1 year after as a movie.
Yeah.
With, I think they're gonna have 2 new episodes, something like that. I think
Something like
Kaiju's
that,
also
yeah.
airing in spring as well.
Oh, and then there's a solo film too.
The Soul film's already out. That was also a recap.
yeah, it was just a recap.
Oh, it's up. Okay.
Yeah, it was
Or
recap.
at
with-
least I think it's
No,
out.
I knew it was the recap. I didn't know it was out already.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
pretty
it's
sure.
already
I'm
out.
pretty sure it's out. I'll double check, but yeah. So doing Solo Leveling, which starts January 4th.
Mhm.
Sakamoto Days, which starts January 11th.
Yep, and Daima, which we're gonna continue on with.
Yeah, and once we're done Daima, I mean, we'll find something.
Yeah, we'll figure something out to talk about weekly. Well, there's a lot going on in the
Yeah.
anime community. I mean, we're gonna have. I mean, going into January, we're also gonna have all the awards coming up. So there's gonna be a lot to talk about in
Right.
this new year. We're really looking forward to it. We have just so much to talk about. But yeah, we want to talk about Superman or there was
Yes, the big Superman trailer dropped,
yeah.
or the teaser trailer for the Superman dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Which is interesting. They're calling it was a 2-minute trailer.
It was a 2-minute trailer.
2 minutes.
Yeah, that's the teaser. The next trailer is going to be
like
32 minutes.
30 minutes, so half the movie.
32 minutes. You're going
Yeah.
to get the first half of the movie in the trailer. But if you want to watch the last half of the movie and actually understand what happens,
Get ready for the post trailer.
Yes,
post trailer.
absolutely. This trailer was dope. I liked it. It started.
First time I watched it, very interesting.
Yeah, I think this kind of shuts up some Superman people because people are like, "Oh, Superman's too perfect. He never gets hurt." Blah blah blah, coming out this guy's mouth.
I just don't care about Superman.
And like the first like few seconds is Superman crash landing back on Earth, bloodied and beat up,
Pulling
and
the Yamcha pose.
and he's got like I saw the memes. People just hated. And he's got the wind knocked out of him.
He's coughing up
Like
blood.
he's hurt.
Yeah.
He's hurt.
Superman just doesn't cough up blood.
Yeah.
So something had to beat him.
Somebody messed him up.
Yeah,
They
right.
beat the shit out of him.
And to the point where he had to call his dog to take him home.
And
That doesn't happen to
Crypto
Superman.
is in this movie.
Crypto's hella cute.
Crypto is in this
Isn't
damn
Crypto
movie.
James Gunn's dog?
He did. Yes. James Gunn, they adopted this dog and they put him in the movie.
Yeah.
And now his dog isn't actually white though. Like it's like a mix of colors, but the look of that dog is exactly what this is. So for me, this was kind of weird because my Crypto growing up was this bigger dog, like a Labrador Retriever type.
Yeah.
You know, a big, muscular
So
kind of
wasn't he
dog.
like golden?
Not golden, but he was white. He was a white. Like,
Yeah, white,
Labrador.
pardon me, white, yeah. Yeah.
But apparently, this Crypto is what Crypto first looked like when they first brought him out.
Oh,
Like,
so it's
the
like a
original-
callback.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, it was kind of cool. It was kind of cool to see.
Mhm.
And like, it's just so adorable.
He does look
he
cute.
like comes in all happy.
like this big.
Yeah,
He's like super cute.
yeah, he comes in all
He has a
happy
cape and everything.
after like, oh hey, you called me, and he starts looking at his face and stuff, and he's like, take me home, man. What are you doing?
Yeah.
He's like, take me home, and then you just
Please.
see like he's got the cape in his mouth. He's just like trotting along, like
Yeah.
he's putting that big ass tree behind him.
Yeah.
I was like, it's gonna melt people's hearts.
Literally, yeah. I'm gonna say it now. If anything happens to Crypto in the movie, I'm done.
Oh yeah,
I'm done.
Oh, yeah.
I'll walk out.
I'd be
Literally.
so sad. Dude.
Yeah.
So sad if something happened to Crypto. And it kind of just like it showed a lot of Easter eggs as to like who's coming in here. So like Lex Luthor, Luthor Corp, Green Lantern, Guy Gardner is going to be in there. Hawk Girl's going to be in there. Lois Lane was shown. Jimmy Olsen was shown. Mr. Terrific. For those that don't know, Mr. Terrific is one of the smartest people in the world of DC. They showed Metamorpho and Stag Industries. Stag Industries they're the people that made Metamorpho and made him all messed up.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
So that was a cool callback. The robot that Superman was holding, the hand that he was holding, that's a character called Helix. I believe that's Helix, and who Helix is, it's a robot from Krypton that was supposed to look after Superman while in the Fortress of Solitude, and like kind of teaches him the ways of Krypton, and like it ends up being kind of like one of his best friends.
So like C-3PO,
Yeah,
essentially.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah.
We also
Kinda like
saw the Fortress.
Fortress of
at one point.
Solitude. Yep. Superman getting attacked by some dude in black, and people are thinking it's this character called Ultraman, which is an opposite of Superman on a different Earth. But I'm thinking it's a clone of Superman who's going to end up becoming Bizarro.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And then besides that,
For Bizarro, it's like it's a twisted version of Superman.
Yeah. I've heard of Bizarro.
Yeah.
And then besides all those people, we see like a giant jellyfish or like a
an eyeball thing. Yeah. I don't know what.
And then like a couple of monsters.
Yeah.
So
like a Godzilla kind of kaiju thing, and he's kind of beat up and singed, and I was like, this was a dope trailer. I liked it because it kind of gave you that Christopher Reeves hopeful Superman.
I've heard that some people are saying this is very Christopher Reeves in the sense of like, we're Superman, we need him.
Yeah, well, I mean, for just a little context, like the Christopher Reeve Superman when it first came out, it was like very hopeful and like friendly, and this is a Superman that people can like look up to and actually talk to.
Look up.
Yeah. Right? Look up to. And so like when they did Superman Returns with Brandon Routh,
yes,
it was kind of more darker, and it felt, I think Brandon Routh got shafted.
Ooh.
Hardcore.
Yep.
Because he was fine. I thought he did great as Superman, but they gave him the silly Lex Luthor freaking storyline again instead of something a little bit more epic.
Yeah.
Right? And then we got Henry Cavill Superman, which was a much darker tone, and he's like killing people. And that should not be a Superman thing at all. Like, it's not what Superman does. And people kind of revered him more as a god than someone to look up to.
Yes.
Which was a big thing for
a deity more than a symbol of hope.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And this one is like the Superman is a little bit more grounded because people actually know him and
like even the like, and this might be me just looking into it, but even the trailer just looked very bright and hopeful and more color. Like even his suit looks more colorful.
Yeah,
right. Cavill's was a bit more metallic, more like darker. This dude's suit,
they even brought the red trunks back.
Yeah,
which is like. It was like the focus shouldn't be in like the pants area and like a skin tight suit. Like this, what was that? It was this portrayal of Superman. He was supposed to represent kind of like a wrestling figure that kids can look up to.
Yeah,
that's what the trunks were for.
Yeah,
yeah, not this weird
metallic suit.
Yeah, thing going on.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, the trailer looked really good from my perspective. I said this before the pod, but I'm not a big Superman fan. I just don't really like his power set. I just think it's kind of boring and it makes for lackluster storytelling, in my opinion. But the trailer looked really good. I will admit that. Like all of the CG from the action scenes to the acting and everyone in there, it looked interesting and it was engaging. I do think that this will, if you're a fan of DC,
I might get you a few like Superman comics so you can read it. Because the powers don't make the story, dude.
I know they don't make the story, but I just don't.
Just the comment that you said that it makes for a lackluster story is not what it's all about.
I think it makes for lackluster. I just don't like the idea of, okay, there's an all-powerful being, and now, okay, to beat an all-powerful being, what's going to beat an all-powerful being? A more all-powerful being. And you're just like, okay, cool.
Sometimes it's not that. Sometimes it's a little green splinter.
Yeah, sometimes it's a little piece of rock that came from his home planet that somebody can just chuck at his forehead and then he's dead. I get it. I understand. I'm not saying.
Well, I mean, his arch nemesis is a human being. It's a man that makes him think about doing things before he does things
that no one else can do, but this one bald dude.
Yeah,
fair enough. But
it's only the things that he has to do is the only things that Superman can do that not another human could do. Yeah. So it kind of pushes him and challenges him a little bit.
I do think it'll push him and challenge him. And I'm not saying it's not something that I'm interested in. I'll say that. Although it does look good.
You will be.
But I think
you will be.
I think that kind of wraps up this episode and wraps up the year.
That's it.
Do we want to talk about anything else?
I mean,
the games
that are coming out.
Oh, you guys want to? Okay, so yeah, we can go over games.
Just like what you're looking forward to, man. You weren't here the last few times.
Yeah. I have told myself I want to get Power Wash Simulator. Moving to next year, Dave the Diver, and I have
that game has already been released.
Yes. I've come to the conclusion that have you guys ever had it? Or I'm sure you guys have. You have a bunch of games in the backlog, bunch of games on deck, and no game is just really scratching that itch. Yeah. Like. You just you play a game, it's monotonous. You play a game, it's boring. Blah blah blah. There's no, but like you're looking for a game that's just like, what game do I really need? I have found that game that I want to replay. It came out with DLC after I beat it. I never got the chance to play said DLC, nor did I even do a lot in the game. So I want to go back to it and I want to replay it. That game is Ghost of Tsushima, the director's cut.
Oh, you didn't play the DLC?
I didn't. I didn't play Iki Island. I want to.
Oh, so
I've had this inkling for at least like a week and a bit now, where I've just been like rewatching clips of it and gameplay, and
Iki Island, I will say, like not it wasn't like the strongest story wise, but I feel like just the addition of more the ability to play the game more. Was just what
I've heard it's harder because they introduce new people.
They do,
yeah,
and there's new there's a lot of new stuff actually added in this DLC.
Yeah,
kind of
so and then like
fun.
To backpack off of that, me and some coworkers at the store. I have a coworker who's replaying it himself. Another weird sign was I don't know if you guys have been in the store lately. You know how they're starting to make like PlayStation icon figures now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We actually got in Jin Sakai that I put on my shelf because I just thought it was cool. There's been a lot of like things like Ghost of Tsushima coming out that had just more enticed me to just jump back into the game. And I heard on the Steam Deck it plays very well.
Really?
Yeah, I apparently like.
Well, I mean, it is
medium
a PS4
to high
game.
settings and getting like.
That's true. It is a PS4
It's a PS4 game.
And the Steam Deck and even like
it won't have the PS5
ROG
upgrades.
It's probably got way more freaking tech in it than the PS4.
Yeah.
does.
And then I have heard that Sony, when they did the PC port, they had the Steam Deck in mind.
Yeah.
So I am looking forward to jumping back into Tsushima and completing everything, because I just kind of ran through the story a bit. Plus, there's 2 endings.
Yeah.
And I only got the 1 ending.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you didn't get the second.
No.
Cool. Yeah,
So, yeah.
I played both endings and the DLC and
there's Kurosawa mode.
Yes.
Which is a black and white filter, old school samurai.
There's also the online aspect to the game, which I really didn't get into. I didn't think it was that much fun. It might be fun with friends.
I can't play it on the deck. On Steam, it says like it's playable, but it just means you can't play online on the deck. I don't really care.
Yeah.
I'm just there for the
main story.
The main story. Plus, to backpack off that, Ghost of Yotei is coming out. So I'd rather get re-accompanied with Jin and that story and then hop into that if I can.
So the game that you're looking forward to in 2025 is Ghost of Yotei.
Yeah. And Monster Hunter. I want to give some context.
I said 2025, man, and you went on this whole backlog.
I mean, everyone knows what I'm interested in. Borderlands 4.
Yeah.
And Ghost of Yotei. Very, very interested in those.
GTA 6.
Of course, GTA 6. Are you joking? GTA 6 is on everyone's top of the list. I will be buying that day one.
It's not on mine.
It's not on mine either.
See,
it's not.
You're in the minority.
No, for sure.
I
know, but I'm not asking about
majority.
what the majority of people. I'm asking about what we're looking for.
No, but I'm also looking forward to it. Like, I'm part of that majority. I'm looking forward to that story.
Where on the list is it for you?
GTA 6?
Yeah.
It's probably go Borderlands 4. And it's really a toss up between Yotei and GTA 6.
Damn.
It's really a toss up.
Gun to your head?
Gun to my head.
Right now, don't think, just answer.
GTA 6.
No, he's a liar.
I have to say GTA 6.
Grand Theft Auto Yotei. I don't know. Shoot me.
No, and the only reason is because I told you
he just
this,
wants people to like him.
I told you this for the when Ghost of Yotei the trailer dropped. It didn't look like it was much of a visual upgrade from the last one. I said this prior. Like, I'm looking forward to this game, but just from that trailer alone, I'm
like
almost
not a little bit of different gameplay elements.
No, a little bit of different gameplay elements, and yeah, for sure.
In terms of combat, anyway.
But in terms of actual like, I don't know, gameplay enhancement, like where is this going to differ from Ghost of Tsushima, which came out now? What I think we're 6 years,
something like that.
6-ish years
5
in
or
the
6
future.
years.
We got to have some substantial upgrades, and what I saw wasn't what I was looking for. So maybe.
But what did GTA show off?
GTA showed off a brand new character.
They haven't showed off any gameplay.
They haven't shown off any gameplay, but they showed off story elements.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also the
Ghost of Yotei also showed off a new character.
Yeah, I know.
And all they did was visual upgrades for like the cutscene so far.
Yes, absolutely.
That's why I'm not like too excited.
But
about
I'm interested in the characters. I'm interested in those characters more than I am in Ghost of Yotei, because we don't know anything about the new character in Ghost of Yotei.
Right.
We don't know anything about them. We know the characters in GTA 6 from the trailer. The trailer
we
we get a vague idea. So I have more of an investment in these characters now than I do have
I just hope
Ghost
it's
of Yotei.
different from 5.
Same.
Because like the gameplay for me for 5 was completely different from 4.
It was.
I actually look forward to 5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because like when I picked
5, I felt like I had so much more control of the world.
Yeah.
I had so much more I could do.
Well,
and
the thing
it
is,
was just nice playing as 3 different characters that had their own thing going on.
Yeah.
Whereas 4 was like, I've played this before.
I have.
I've already done
This
this.
is just an upscaled, polished version of what I played.
Oh, yeah.
No, 100%.
And that's what I'm afraid GTA 6 is going to be. It's just going to be a better version of 5 that's more polished and done, like well done and
look at. I mean, the thing is, if you look at their track record in the since GTA 5, it's been Red Dead, right? We've had one game released by them, and it's Red Dead Redemption 2. Game is phenomenal, right? Sure. It's the story is in depth. There's so much to do in the world. So I highly doubt that they'd look at Red Dead and do all that, and then go to GTA 6 and not be like, hey, we're gonna do that, but more.
Well, I hope so.
Especially because Red Dead Redemption 2 released what? 2018? 2019?
20.
I think it was 2018, 2019, right in that ballpark.
Something like
somewhere
between 2017 to 2019.
Yes, somewhere in the ballpark of 2017, 2019, we had Red Dead Redemption 2. Now we are also looking 6 years in the future, 6-7 years in the future,
like that,
right?
Yeah.
So I feel like if they went from GTA 5 to Red Dead Redemption 2, the next game has to be phenomenal, and that's the only reason I'm just looking at this and being like, this can be a phenomenal game. GTA 5 wasn't even a phenomenal game until like 6 months after. Let's be real. The first 6 months of that game was,
if you're talking about online, sure,
garbage. There wasn't even, the thing is, the online didn't even get added for like 6 months.
I'd never had a bad experience with GTA 5. I know people were complaining that there were like...
Well, there wasn't online.
No, I know. But
Like,
you're saying it got better after...
Yeah, it got way better. When they released...
How?
It was... So 1 year later, they released they released all of the online features.
Okay.
So that's what made the game, which gave much more life to the game. The story was already good, but the online was dead. There was nothing. There was 10 missions online, and they were the same missions that you had to play over and over. That's it. Before they released the first heists, the full online experience got added.
It was the online that made it better, is what you're saying.
The online definitely made it better.
The game itself wasn't good.
The game was good, but it wasn't.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
I'm not shitting on your opinion. It's just, it's weird. Like, because what I'm grading GTA 6 with and GTA 5
is the core story.
Is the core story. I don't care about the online. I'm not picking up GTA 5 to play online. I bought it for the single player.
Okay, so
the online was just, it's like Call of Duty. It's like, I play Call of Duty for the online portion, but I do still play it for the campaign because the campaign is pretty good.
The fun parts about the online were the heists. The heists were amazingly fun.
Even the heists weren't that great.
The heists were very fun. They were really good. The first one,
I'll be honest,
was
I never played one.
Yeah, you've never. Most people haven't,
because I thoroughly enjoyed playing the story.
The first heist wasn't great. Right?
Okay.
But it was the consecutive heists that made it way better.
Yeah.
And the online experience also grew. There wasn't
no, for sure. Like, I understand the but like,
and the game advanced.
To say that the online just added more to GTA 5. GTA Online is just kind of a separate thing on its own.
Yeah, but it is tied in tandem with GTA 5.
It's
GTA 5.
It's in the world, but it's not I wouldn't say.
I can see how it added more to GTA 5.
Sure, it did.
Yeah. As an individual thing.
As its own
as a
entity,
game.
for sure.
That's the thing. That's why I'm excited for it, because it was a game that was ever expanding. Like, it kept going. It was a game that I could continue to play. It's still getting expanded, which is this day.
Insane.
There's more, and they're all free expansions. That's the thing. You can go and you can, they might get monotonous, but playing with your friends online and doing these little story elements that go along with it were really fun. There was a full story to these heists. To all the different things that you're doing, right? All these different missions. So I thought it was just cool that they added to this world continuously over a decade, and it just continued to go on. That's what was cool to me.
That's fair.
But I just want to go back. Like, how did GTA 5 get better in the next?
Because that is a core part of the game.
You said before the online.
What do you mean?
Because the online didn't come for like a year after.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but you said after the first few months, GTA 5 got better.
It did get better because the first 3 months were there was tons of glitches in the game. It was launched with, it was plagued with issues.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you mentioned that, but you didn't go into context.
Oh,
about-
sorry. Okay,
Right,
yeah. So yeah, the first 3 months were plagued with issues. Like there were so many glitches, and we all know this. Even Red Dead was. Every game released is. Right
I mean,
now,
that's fair.
right?
I will say I didn't have any issues. I like playing.
Oh, I had so many.
No, fair. Like
yeah.
I know a lot of people.
I don't think I played it off rip.
Yeah, no.
So
I know a lot of people had issues from the get go, but I didn't experience anything. that
So
was
for me, yeah,
crazy.
there was like game breaking. There was a lot of game breaking stuff in the game. That was
like
just like
Cyberpunk game breaking.
not maybe cyberpunk level, but to that extent, yeah. There was part you would play the game and the game would just stop. Like you couldn't get through certain missions because they just glitch out and bug out halfway through, right? And so you'd have to restart these entire story missions from the start just because the game glitched out.
Yeah.
The game was plagued with issues, but yeah, as the game went on, it consecutively got better, and it was to the point where like
it was playable.
It was very playable and very enjoyable, and that's why I like GTA.
Gotcha. Okay. So 2025, you're looking forward to Borderlands 4, GTA 6, and Ghost of Yotei. Okay, that's dope.
Those are my three.
Nice. There's a few for sure. Oh, I thought you were raising.
No,
your
sorry,
hand.
I'm just.
Okay. You normally do that kind of stuff. You're like,
Yeah, I do. Excuse me.
Monster Hunter Wilds for sure.
Obviously.
is number one on my
Yes,
list.
sir.
That one's the big one. Everything about that game just looks phenomenal, and I can't wait. I'm probably gonna take like a week off work.
That's crazy.
play that
That's
game.
crazy
Yeah.
saying publicly.
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna do that with Borderlands. To be completely honest with you,
I'm just being honest.
I'm
man.
probably.
I'm probably gonna do it with Borderlands.
Yeah.
Because I think I want to get the collectors for Borderlands.
That's fair.
I'm so excited for this game.
Although you gave up the number 3 one.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I still have it.
You didn't do anything with it.
No, I still have it.
Oh,
I was gonna get
I
the
thought
custom
'cause I thought-
minifigures painted.
Yeah,
That's what my plan was, but I never did get them painted, and I wanted to do it because I have all of them still in.
I
the
thought you
box.
said you were gonna sell it.
No, I don't think I'm gonna sell that one. That one I'll keep.
Didn't one of them come with a mini claptrap statue?
I think that was 2, and it's like you can't even buy it anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good luck. Like
Yeah.
it's impossible. And I didn't get into the game until 2's release was like a year after.
Oh, lame.
So
you
I
never
didn't-
played the first one?
No, I did. I went back and played.
Okay,
it.
good,
I
good,
played the second one like a year after release or something like that. One of my buddies had got me into it, and then I started playing, and then I went back and played the second one and did all that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was like that's how I got enveloped into this world.
But yeah, Borderlands 4. I am looking forward to, but I'm a little hesitant because of the third one. I didn't
But
like the third
hold
one.
on. We're playing together.
I
We have
guess,
to play
man.
together.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Just play with me.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Just play
I
with me.
feel like I'm being peer pressure.
Just play with me.
Do
bro.
it, dude. God.
Only if you play.
He won't.
if you play, I'll
know
play.
he won't.
And then we'll play with it.
I had to play the third one.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's
know-
the third one. I stopped like
If you guys want to play the third one, I'm down to do a run with you guys.
If it's on
We
the
could
Steam
just
Deck,
run, and just story.
yeah.
Because
Just
it's
run story
cross-platform.
just to catch up. It is
Okay.
cross-platform. Yeah,
I'll see.
it's cheap too.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Super cheap. You
cheap
might even
'cause
have it on. I think Epic gave it away for free at some point. Yeah, it wasn't that great. To be completely honest, I just want to rush story elements and get you guys brushed up on it because then you guys
that's
can play
actually
4.
kind of what I want to do.
That's all I want.
I don't want to go in depth with my character.
No.
and
No.
Customize garbage.
That skill, this skill, this
Just
skill.
run me through it, man.
Yeah, we're just
run
gonna
me
do
through it.
straight story, no side, and just really beat into it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
And then the last game I'm looking forward to, it's a little bit more like slow down, is the Tales of the Shire, a Lord of the Rings game.
Are you actually gonna get it?
I'm kind of looking.
That is
'cause
so
I just wanna
funny.
be chilling in the Shire,
I
growing
can
farms.
see. I can see coming into your
drinking
house.
during the day.
You're high
have
as
first
shit.
breakfast,
Yeah,
second breakfast,
literally.
lunch, supper, brunch, dinner, and then smoke some goat weed while chilling in my Shire house with Bilbo Baggins and shit, dude. Like, I want to do that stuff, man. It seems dope as hell, bro. You don't want to be a little hobbit, man? Just living a chill life?
I can see us coming in. He's on his couch, high as shit. He's cooking.
100.
Cooking.
I'm just cooking brunch and second supper, you know.
He turns to us. You want some food?
tea and biscuits, you know.
My goodness.
God damn.
Yeah. So
That contrast is insane. That
Yeah.
contrast is nuts.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter Wild to Tales of the Shire. It's nuts.
But I think that's a good place to wrap up now. Wrap up the year, wrap up this pod. And yeah,
Another year in the books.
another year in the books, boys. Can you believe we're here?
Nope.
We're here right now. That's crazy.
surprised we all stuck with it.
Yeah,
so
honestly, we're almost nearing our 100th episode.
We acquired 2 new people.
We acquired 2 new people.
Which are semi-useless.
Yep.
Pat was our sound guy, and he was supposed to be our short clip guy, but he doesn't even do the sound really. He doesn't even, Like he just record. Okay,
think
you sound good.
the times
and then he doesn't hit the sound bites.
The times we've
He hasn't. Like
we've
went a
been
whole
on
year.
it, we've hit them.
Yes, we went a whole year and he didn't hit. I think Played hit the most sound bites this year.
True.
Sheldon,
He did hit a couple that
In
that
the
they-
last couple episodes,
Yeah.
but that was it.
Yeah, but he
I
also
more-
did just get married, so he's been out for a
Yeah,
little
fair
bit. He
enough.
hasn't been
fair
here.
enough.
So.
I'm just ragging.
I know. We love you, Pat.
And then we had Anil join near the end of our stuff, and he's only been on like 2, maybe 3, and
Yeah.
he's been doing really good with
he's
posting
been doing
topics.
really
He is.
good.
Yeah.
He's been doing
bro's
really
always
good.
I
hitting
like
the
it.
Discord.
He's
I
always.
just
and not,
gotta-
not just that. He's good on pod. I love
Yeah.
him on pod.
Yeah.
He's funny.
He has
witty,
good chem.
He's good chem.
Yeah, for sure.
I just
for
gotta
sure.
remind him to like post actual article links and not things from Instagram.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
keeps going off Instagram
I know.
articles. I'm just like, some of these are just rumors, bro. I need like actual sources, my guy.
I love that.
But I love him for that.
But,
He keeps it real.
Yeah, thank you, Pat. Thank you, Anil. And thank you, Sack Squad, for sticking with us. If you've watched this year, joined us now for however many pods you've watched, we love you. We thank you. We want you to subscribe. We want you to comment. We want you to like all those fun things, because if you do, on our 100th episode, you can win these.
Yes.
You can win these,
We will
dude.
give these away.
These are getting given away for free.
And even if you have them, resell them.
Free.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, do what you want
It's
with them.
free pops.
They're
Yeah.
free pops. There's like $200 worth of pops on the table right now.
100%.
So
Actually?
yeah,
Damn.
yeah,
It's crazy.
There were some of them are worth a good hefty bit. So yeah,
I feel like the Luffy and the Tanjiro are probably worth the most.
Probably,
they're worth
easily,
quite a
yeah.
bit. So yeah, you can win these down below. Sack Squad, thank you guys
Yes.
so much. We love you.
Have a
we'll
good
see you in
new
the
year.
new year.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Peace.